Good evening, and thank you for joining us. This is a public meeting for the CalBEST project at 2223 through 2241 East 89th Street in Los Angeles. My name is Teresa Hernandez. I'm a public participation specialist with the Department of Toxic Substances Control, and I'll be your meeting facilitator this evening. If you need technical assistance, please use the raise hand function on the toolbar at the bottom of your Zoom screen. This meeting is being recorded. By participating in this meeting, you are agreeing to be recorded. The Department of Toxic Substances Control, known as DTSC, is hosting this meeting. Tonight, we will be presenting and accepting public comments related to the proposed draft removal action work plan for the CalBEST project at 2223 through 2241 East 89th Street in Los Angeles. Again, my name is Teresa Hernandez. I am the DTSC Public Participation Specialist assigned to this project. I would also like to introduce to you all the panelists with the Department of Toxic Substances Control who are joining this evening. Narine Akiant, Environmental Scientist and Project Manager for the CalBEST project. Jose Diaz, Unit Chief. Maya Bachman, Geologist. Li Yang, Toxicologist. And Marcia Rubin, Unit Supervisor for Public Participation. I want to thank you for taking the time to join us this evening amongst your many competing priorities. The meeting is scheduled from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. The purpose of tonight's meeting is to provide information about the proposed draft remedial action work plan, or RAW, which is a plan to clean up contamination, respond to your questions, and accept public comments. Narine Akian, the DTSC project manager, will give a presentation followed by questions and answer period that Marcia Rubin and I will help facilitate. The Q&A is specifically to answer any clarifying questions you may have of Narine's presentation. After the Q&A period, we will begin the public comment session for the record. All public comments will be responded to and included in the response to comments document, which will be uploaded to Envirostore and sent to those providing their contact information. If you would like a copy of this document sent to you, please send your contact information to me via email. Note if you would like to receive it by email or mail. The comment period began on November 18th and will close on December 30th. If you would like to submit further comments after tonight's meeting, please email Narine Akiant at narine, narine@dtsc.ca.gov. For more information regarding this project, please visit the CalBEST DTSC Envirostore webpage. To review project documents in person, please visit the Graham Public Library at 1900 East Firestone Boulevard in Los Angeles, or make an appointment to review them at the DTSC Chatsworth Regional Office at 9211 Oakdale Avenue. We are hosting this meeting from different locations and request that you bear with us if there is a time lag or other technical issues. We sincerely appreciate your patience, understanding, and cooperation in making this a successful meeting. For folks who may have recently joined, I would like to give another reminder to select your language preference. All participants need to make a language selection, English or Spanish, to fully participate in the meeting. If you need a hand with this, please let us know. Is anyone having trouble? With that, I will now invite our presenter, Narine Akiant, the DTSC project manager, to begin our presentation. Narine.
Thank you, Teresa. Hi, everyone. My name is Narine Akiant. I'm the project manager for this project. So as I already mentioned, the site is in the city of Los Angeles and is located in the corner of South Alameda and 89th Street. And it is surrounded by commercial and industrial properties. The site has been used for vehicle repair and storage. Next slide, please. The site is going to be redeveloped to a battery energy storage system. facility, and there is going to be no building at the site. This remedial action work plan is for soil, and by approving it, it means that the site is safe for intended land use. Next slide, please. The site is sufficiently investigated to allow redevelopment of the site. The shaded boxes show the location of the contaminated soil. And the site investigation at the site identified arsenic, lead, and petroleum hydrocarbons as contaminant of current concerns at the site. Based on the risk assessment that has been done at the site, on-site workers are identified as primary potential receptors. Exposure pathways identified as ingestion and inhalation of the contaminated soil and dust. Dust mitigation measures discussed in the work plan is to be sure that nearby businesses and residents are not potential receptors. Next slide, please. The remedy selected for the site is to excavate the contaminated soil. Shaded areas are color-coded based on the depth of the excavation, and approximately 1,946 cubic yards of contaminated soil will be excavated and shipped off-site to a licensed landfill. Next slide, please. Safety precautions during the cleanup includes a health and safety plan, which is available in the work plan, which will protect the workers during the construction and the remediation activities. Best management practices will be considered to prevent spreading the contaminated soil to surrounding properties. Air monitoring will be available during the excavation to control dust and be sure that the dust won't leave the site. Also, there is a transportation plan prepared to minimize the traffic-related issue during excavation activities and during the importing clean backfill to the site. After excavation, confirmation samples will be collected, and post-remediation risk assessment will be prepared to evaluate the potential risk from contaminants beneath the site. A land use covenant will be recorded to limit the usage of the property to commercial and industrial use only after the remedial action completion. And this is the end of my presentation. I'm now giving it back to Teresa.
Thank you, Noreen. We are now at the question and answer session for any clarification needed on the presentation.
You said there's no comment.
Okay.
So you can close it out.
Okay. This brings us to the end of the public comment session. As a reminder, the public comment period opened on November 18th, 2022, and will conclude December 30th, 2022. Please submit all comments by December 30th, 2022. Written comments can be submitted to Narine Akian via email or mail. Email Narine Akian at narine@dtsc.ca.gov. By U.S. mail, Narine Akian, Project Manager at 9211 Oakdale Avenue, Chatsworth, California, 91311. Thank you for your interest and for participating. Please be sure to provide your written comment by the end of the public comment period. Thank you again and stay safe.